So let me get this straight. People are getting fired from work for wearing bonnets.
Oh, Lord. Again.
All right. Employees are sending out notices to not wear bonnets. You can't wear scarves, these sort of things. So what do you do if you have, that sort of hair, or something happens to your hair? You're in a process of getting your hair done and you still have to report to work. What is the ramification? What should be the situation? But let's take a look at some of these clips, because one of these clips went really, really viral about a former HR analyst that had to deal with discrimination cases. So let's go ahead and take a look, and we can dive deep into it.
You was trying too hard.
I ain't gonna lie, brother. It's one thing to have the females wearing a bonnet, because you just naturally think females wear bonnets, man. But as a brother wearing a bonnet and getting fired from work, I know the the fellas are probably tearing you up right now in the chat.
Here living though. I am not here living though.
Woo, that'll do it. You don't have to worry about me. You do.
If you got written up twice already for wearing a bonnet, and you choose to wear the same bonnet 3 times in a row, like I can't hold that against the employee. That's a you thing at that point.
Can y'all please stop coming outside with y'all bonnets on y'all head? Why do y'all come outside in public with bonnets on? I'm not understanding. I'm confused. And then y'all bonnets look like they stink. You don't look like you washed them. Y'all come outside with pajama pants on, with slippers, and just walking around the mall looking crazy. Every time I see somebody with a bonnet on, it just cringes the hell out of me. I just want to walk up to them and just say, excuse me, why do you have that on your head?
Any black women watching this or bonnet wearers, man, go to the chat right now, man. Let me know where you're from and answer this question, and just be honest. Like, no shade in the chat, but like, when you see other people wear bonnets in public, is that a yes or a no for you? And tell me why.
It looks ridiculous. Like, you don't have no home training. Your mother or your grandmother never taught you not to walk outside looking like that. You always supposed to look presentable, but you have a raggedy bonnet on your head. I'm confused. Y'all need something.
The guy I go to pull to the gas station, this white guy gonna say, "You really wearing your bonnet to work?" Yes, I am. And now I'm starting to think, is everybody else gonna think that? And I said, you know what? I don't give a. I went live last night. Whoop, whoop. I did my afro, and I was gonna show them this morning how my dried afro was gonna look a hot mess. And then I get up and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna wear my bonnet. I like my bonnet.
So I don't want to perpetuate black stereotypes, but I mess my hair up pretty fast whenever I get it done. Y'all feel like I'll be out of line to wear the whole everywhere? Well, I say everywhere, but yeah, essentially everywhere. Like to work also, because I be at that big, I'm saying 14, 15, 16, 17 hours a fucking day.
Damn, dude.
And I sweat a lot at the hole. So, do you think that's too much? I don't feel like that's too much. I feel like, I don't know.
I just feel like, bro, I sweat like, bro, I don't know why I sweat so much, man. But I just feel like wearing a bonnet might make you sweat even more. You already say you sweat a lot. Maybe there's a different option. You get what I'm saying? You asking the opinion, so the opinion already tells me that you're on the fence about it. You already think one way about it. You already think that going to work with this on might put a negative impression on who, your type of person, or who you are, your mentality, right? A lot of people just associate that with a stereotype. Hood, they don't know no better. They act up, ratchet, whatever you want to call it. And let alone just, if you're in a professional environment where, like medical field, where you just saw that, you have a higher standard to uphold when it comes to uniforms. It's not like just like this next clip, this is a drive-through window, but listen to it very, very closely. Look what the person is saying and what the stereotype that's associated with it. Listen really well.
You shouldn't be able to wear bonnets at work. The fact they set 30 minutes for a hot and ready proves my point.
So instead of building a case on why the hot and ready is taking a long time, hey, we ran out of hot and ready. Somebody came through and they bought them all. All right, it takes a certain time. They referenced the amount of time that they had to wait for hot and ready pizza with the worker wearing a bonnet, basically assuming that this person or this worker ain't shit. They ratchet. They know that's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. They're referring to their wait time and experience to a person wearing a bonnet without even asking why. They haven't even made it to the window yet. What do you guys think about that? Let's keep watching.
I'm gonna keep my ting brief. Stop wearing your bonnets to work, nurses. Put a scrub cap on. The white people are looking at you. Put a scrub cap on. Your patients are not taking you seriously. Put a scrub cap on. If you're in between hairstyles and you don't know what to do with your scalp, put a scrub cap on like I did. It's okay. Put a scrub cap on. This bonnet shit, you're it up for my people. Please, stop it. Stop it yesterday.
And what I've noticed is just a lot of the black community, like, they're torn in between. You got a small population that just said, F it, I'm just going to rock these bonnets. Who cares? But you have a large amount of people that just feel like y'all got to stop. Like, they hold the whole community accountable for this and wearing it out in public. Here's another clip. Just like that nurse did, here's another clip.
Is it a problem that I have a bonnet on? Why is it a problem I got a bonnet on? How do I make y'all look real bad? Nah, man, don't walk away if you wanted to talk shit. I'm right here now. You can say it again.
Okay. I said what I said.
Say it again.
I said what I
Say it
said.
again.
You heard me over there.
No, but say it again since I'm right here.
You heard me over there.
Say it again since I'm right here.
You heard me over there.
Say it again since I'm right here.
You heard me over there.
But now I'm right here with you.
Okay.
Now you can say it again.
It doesn't matter, but you heard me.
Yeah, but I know, but say it again.
So that's just the older generation that's saying, hey, like, man, y'all wearing this out in public, y'all making us look bad, black people in general. And specifically speaking, when you think about bonnets, you think about black women.
The reason why there's over 500,000 black women that are getting laid off and having a hard time finding a job is because these companies no longer want to deal with any more racism and discrimination cases. Now, I worked in HR for over 10 years and I was actually let go because I took a look at our budget report and saw the pay differential between our white and black employees, and I exposed everything was ultimately let go. Now, being an HR girly, you're well connected with other women in HR at different companies, and a lot of us had the same experience. We would receive a lot of discrimination cases from black women in leadership positions. Now, keep in mind, these companies were required to maintain a certain amount of black and brown staff members at one.
Wait a minute. I'm going to back up for a second. So you got let go, and I just want to make sure that we're level setting here. You got let go because you released proprietary information that was not supposed to be released. And so basically you got fired for doing something you wasn't supposed to do. All right. Let's continue.
Point, and a lot of these women were ending up in management positions. Black women were at the top of their game for a while. But if they began to be a company nuisance, they would do anything to get their ass out of the door. And when I say a company nuisance, that means reporting discrimination, reporting racism. As soon as you do it, there is a target on your back. These companies will hold meetings with the top management and HR and say, hey, this person's becoming a company nuisance. They're affecting the company morale. What can we do to shorten their time with this company?
This is real, man. I actually, it wasn't me. It was in the company I was working for. Don't know exactly all the details, but let me tell you what I do know. All right. You had a black lady in a leadership position that felt like she was being discriminated against by a person higher than her, a white male. It became an HR issue after she felt like she was getting pressed and treated some sort of way. I'm not sure exactly what her results were, the results that she was responsible for. But ultimately, you know what happened? The white guy, her leader, her boss, quit because he didn't want to put up with it. And then ultimately she was let go and went to a different company as well. She left on her own free will, but she also left, I guess, the pressures of changing standards, and responsibilities. And it was just like, it was weird. It was awkward. You get what I'm saying? Like when you see it happen in real life, and it's just like that intangibility thing. You get what I'm saying? But whatever she's saying right now is definitely possible, and it's real.
At which point we would go through all the policies, procedures, your performance, the company handbook, and see if there is anything that they can do to get your ass up out of there. Things like you might have been able to be 15 minutes late consistently due to traffic before, but now they on your ass about your punctuality. You might have been able to come into the office with a bonnet every now and then because you're having a bad hair day, and now you out of dress code.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So y'all breaking the rules, not doing what you're supposed to do, and you're ruining the company culture and making things difficult for other employees while at the same time complaining. And you also admitted that you got to some of these positions because of diversity, equity, and inclusion. So you basically was running up a bag for positions that you potentially didn't even deserve, and you coming into the workspace with bonnets on because you had a bad hair day, or you can regularly show up 15 minutes late for work and you think that the company is supposed to put up with that nonsense. All right, listen, if you ever work for a company that has lax rules, that's the company that you generally don't want to start creating problems for, because you are in a unicorn type of situation and you do not want to up for everybody. You don't even want to mess it up for the company. For example, I used to the University of Michigan, and there was no policy for whether or not, and you got to remember, this is way back in 2012, 2011, 12, 13, that around that time, right? And so this is coming out of the housing crisis, and I didn't need the salaries.
Look, at the end of the day, if you're breaking the rules, you're breaking the rules. The target on your back is real. They're gonna find small things to keep going after. And once you start getting those write ups, those coaching moments, you should already get a feel that you're on the radar. You're on the radar, and you're probably better off by asking, "Hey, what's the truth of the matter here?" You get what I'm saying? What's really good here? Because if they write you up and term you for being late 3 times in a row, that's justified. They have you clocked in, boom. You can't prove anything else. Now you're getting this long, drawn out battle for discrimination, paying for lawyers and stuff that you probably won't win because they actually have you dead to rights. So in this clip, went to our first hiring event and saw everyone in business attire, and then kind of, I'm guessing, making fun of the people that's because they're wearing suits, and they're not wearing suits. But it is a hiring event. You gotta, I will come dress accordingly.
Y'all at a hiring event. So at a hiring event, you're supposed to wear business attire.
That's correct.
At a hiring event, if you want to get hired for the job. You can't show up to the job with a bonnet and a do-rag on. I mean, what made y'all think these jobs is gonna hire you wearing that over your head?
Not only that, look, check this out. There's a lot of things, man. Forget scarves, bonnets, do rags. That's also something. But you know what else they look for? Joggers. Don't come in the joggers. Don't come in your leggings. Don't come in some slides and some socks. You get what I'm saying? Don't come in with a bunch of holes. Access jewelry for what? It doesn't make sense. Your hygiene. Don't come musty, stinky. Don't come smelling like weed. Don't come smelling like smoke or alcohol, like you just went to the club last night and you got an interview for 8 a.m. It's a lot of it. And the best thing that you can do if you're going for an interview is semi-casual at all times, clean, smelling good, fresh, or dressing similar to that person of the workforce. If the workforce is on average, people are wearing a polo with some jeans. Guess what? Come wearing a polo and some jeans. Come looking relevant to the job position. All right. If you're a nurse and semi-casual, you get what I'm saying? If you're in the law field, whatever it is, you get an understanding of it. And not only that, look, we all have access to the internet. You can always search what type of attire that is literally acceptable for whatever place you're interviewing at and let them guide you. It's a lot. There's a lot of information out there.
But no, y'all just sit there with one of y'all putting y'all phone out recording people in business attire trying to get the same job that y'all trying to get.
So at the end of the day, guys, what do y'all think about wearing bonnets in public? Please go to the chat. Let me know. And if you like this video, please like, comment, hype the video, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.